So I found this article on thegamer.com. It's called Dishonored 10 Best Levels from the Series, Ranked. It's by Daniel Alexander, and it was released on January the 8th, 2020. So I'm just going to go through the list and give my opinions on it. At number 10, we've got the Flooded District. Already a bad start. Easily the best level in this series. Number 9, we've got Edge of the World. I'm not too bothered about this one. I think the Edge of the World could make it into the top 10, but the problem with it is that I feel like it's just way too easy. The level design is pretty good. It is one of the best in this series, but I feel like it's held back by the objectives. At number 8, we've got House of Pleasure. Again, this is another level that could potentially make it into the top 10 and deserves to, but I feel like it's just missing something. The non-lethal options in this level are very good, and it really does carry the level, but, once again, it, it just feels like they could have done a lot more with this level to make it a lot better. I know, very vague. I know there's going to be a lot of comments saying that I should explain my points a lot more, but, fuck it. We're doing it this way. At number 7, we've got the Dust District. This really shouldn't be in the top 10. I don't think it's even close to it. I think it is a decent level, and there are a lot of options, which is what Dishonored is all about. It's all about having options and being able to play the way you want. But the real problem with this level is that I just feel like a lot of the actions that you need to perform are quite. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Like, this level is good in that you have options, but a lot of the options aren't really that good. So at number 6, we've got the Loyalists. This should be nowhere near the top 10. Out of all the options on this list, this should be like this shouldn't even be in the top 10. One of the reasons why is because the level is way too short. So yeah, it shouldn't be anywhere near the top 10 because I mean, you can beat the level in 2 minutes. I think if you can beat a level that quickly, it actually is a bad level because the developers didn't put enough time into it to make it challenging enough for you to be able to struggle with it. Now, I know there are speed runners and people try to beat the game as fast as possible, but I think the average gamer should be struggling with the level so that there's some sort of accomplishment and satisfaction at the end of it. At number 5, we've got A Crack in the Slab. Um, yeah, I guess, yeah, top 5, I guess that is, acceptable. I'd probably say the top 3 because I think it is one of the top 3 best levels in the series. And I think it could easily be number 1. Like, I wouldn't mind if somebody put this level as number 1 because it is that good. It's challenging. You have to think a lot. Lots of puzzles. It's just very good all round. And it's Dishonored at its best. At number 4, we've got The Bank Job. Shouldn't be in the top 10. Obviously, it is a decent level, but actually, I think level design is quite poor. They should have put a lot more time and effort into really mapping out how the player is going to move through this level because it is quite basic. And yeah, it is difficult as well because there are a lot of enemies and stationary obstacles that can take you out. But I think, yeah, just this level is very underdone and a lot more time should have been put into it to make it a lot better. At number 3, we've got The Light at the End. Another level that shouldn't be in the top 10. I can see why it is in the top 10 because It's the last level of the first game, and it's supposed to be the most difficult, but I guess for me, this level is really held back by the level design. This level can be difficult if you're not sure where to go with it or what to do. I think the first time I played this level, I struggled with it because I wasn't sure how to get past it. But when you know what to do and where to go in this level, and I guess you know how to beat it, it's really not that difficult. And I think that comes back to the level design. You know, if they would have designed this level well, it would have been a level that no matter how many times you play it, you kind of still struggle with it because it's not that straightforward. And I think they missed a trick with this one. At number 2, we've got Lady Ball's Last Party. So this is a level that I'm a big fan of, but at the same time, I don't think it's in the top 10, or it shouldn't be. It's a level that, I think it is really well done. Like, the level design is really good, but it's just way too easy. I think what they should have done is they should have focused more on making the level a lot more difficult rather than the level design, although then the level design would have suffered because of it. But if they would have made it a lot more tougher for you to figure out which ball sister is which, this level would have been a whole lot better, and I think it would have been one of the best levels in the series. At number 1, we've got the Clockwork Mansion, which is one of the worst levels in the series. It shouldn't even be number 1 on this list, which is absolutely ridiculous, let alone be in the top 10. The problem with the Clockwork Mansion is obviously the level design. Beyond the cool part of being able to pull levers and change the layout of the house, there's nothing, there's not much more beyond that. And that's the real problem. This is one of the most undercooked and underdelivered levels in the series, and it needed a whole lot more work for it to be any good. Yeah, once again, I think back in production, there were a lot of ideas behind this, and obviously, it's very exciting when you're designing something this cool, but they needed a whole lot more time and effort for it, for them to really execute on this. And I don't know, they really could have nailed this level. This could have been one of the best levels in the series, but obviously level design really lets it down. And that's about it.